Reacting to Garrett Foster's death at Texas because he thought it was a wonderful idea to have an AK patterned rifle at a protest and trade gunfire with people trying to go through traffic in their cars. He thought it was a good idea. Someone told him it wasn't, and that was the end of the story.
In Austin, Texas, a protest and then gunfire. As people run for cover. Police say a protester with a rifle was shot and killed by a man in a car driving through a crowd.
Suspect was detained and is cooperating with officers.
It wasn't someone driving through a crowd, it was someone driving down a road that a crowd was inhabiting. And if you didn't know what those loud bangs were, the bang, 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 those were rifle cartridges being discharged out of the AK rifle. And you're actually going to see the AK rifle later on in the video.
What would you say about this, and what would you like to say regarding this tragic incident?
Start off, it's incredibly tragic. We have a protester that ended up getting killed, and that's horrific. I am taken by the fact that in that split moment, in that second, we had three different guns that were.
It wasn't horrific. Garrett Foster shot at someone with an AK rifle, chambered in 7.62x39, and if people don't know the truth about vehicle covers, they're not really cover. Someone could shoot into a vehicle with a rifle, and the rifle will go straight through a vehicle. And if it doesn't hit anyone, it's going to hit someone on the other end of the car. Garrett Foster shot at someone. He got shot back. Garrett Foster died doing something stupid. It wasn't horrific. We expected it to happen. Okay? Garrett Foster did not die a hero. It wasn't horrific. He got what he deserved. No one fires unless fired upon. That's basic shit right there.
We're at play. We had 8 shots, and
you got 8 shots, all right. 5 of which were Garrett's shots. You got 8 shots, 5 of which were Garrett's. You're saying that the gun owner in the vehicle, which is legal in the state of Texas, you're saying the gun owner in the vehicle fired all those 8 shots into the crowd? Is that what you're trying to say? Garrett Foster fired 5 rounds into a vehicle. The person in that vehicle grabbed his gun, shot 3 rounds back at Garrett. That's it.
We have too many guns, and we have to do better, I think, just generally speaking as a society, in taking guns off the streets like this.
The funny thing about Garrett is he was very anti-police. So he showed up at an anti-police, whatever you want to call it. I'd much sooner call it a riot than I would call it a protest, because that protest didn't end peacefully. Garrett Foster shot 5 rounds. I've said that enough times. You guys should be able to understand that. Garrett Foster is heavily anti-police, and he thinks that he can provide the security for himself. Why don't we just hear what Garrett Foster has to say about the police and what he feels about them?
AK-47. What you got out tonight? They don't let us march in the streets anymore, so got to practice some of our rights. You feel like you'll misuse it? Nah, I think if I use it against the cops, I'm dead. And
if I use it against the cops, I'm dead. At least when it came to the NFAC, they shot themselves. Garrett Foster didn't. He shot at other people, but he wanted to shoot at the cops too. But he said he couldn't, because if he did, he would be dead. Just the kind of people you want at a peaceful protest.
I think all the people that hate us and, you know, want to say shit to us are too big of pussies to stop and actually do anything about it, so.
I wonder how that night ended for Garrett Foster. I don't have to imagine it. It's all over the news. I mean, he's got this big, you know, Napoleon complex. Like, if I use it against the cops, I'm dead. But the people that don't like us are too big of pussies to do anything about us anyways. Shit, man. Alright, well, let's hear more about the mayor of Austin and see what kind of character he is.
Assault rifles make it easier to kill people.
Apparently not.
There is no reason we should make it easier to kill people.
YouTube doesn't like me already as it is. Comments aren't being received on my channel. I am having my own comments deleted. And YouTube just doesn't like me at the moment. But yeah, apparently assault rifles can't kill people because Garrett Foster fired 5 and a guy with possibly a handgun fired back and killed Garrett Foster with 3 rounds. So yeah, assault rifles don't kill people apparently. How about that?